Merry me, everyone. Welcome back to the Crystal series. So, I don't know why my hand must go up when I talk, but this is what I do. So, I am going to be doing two stones today. I'm going to be doing Beryl and Bloodstone. Beryl is a stone I do not have, although I will say I just ordered some, so I will have some within a week, um, depending on how long it takes for it to get here. I just mass ordered like a ton of stones last night. I got bored. This is what happens when I get bored. And I'm surprised I'm still married because my husband lets me do what I want. And that's what I do when I'm bored is I shop. So I just ordered a ton of stones last night. So Beryl is one of them, but I don't have it today, but I'm going to review it anyway. But there is one thing that I do want to show everyone is I recently just bought a ruby fuchsite, which I remember talking about in my last video. I still haven't researched it yet because I haven't had time, but I wanted to show everyone because I personally, when I seen this stone, I absolutely fell in love. And then when I got it, when it was delivered and I seen it in person, I fell in love even more. It is absolutely gorgeous. So, and I had to actually redo, like I was showing everybody in the last video, that where I store my stones was I have those cute little boxes, but I actually had to redo how I store my stones because I also, like last week, mass ordered a ton of stones. So I needed a new way to store my stones. So I just want to show everybody what I'm doing now because it is an always ever-changing game when it comes to herbs and stones and how you store them. But I bought these cute little Tupperware containers. And I don't know if you can see, but I have the names on there. And then on the top, I also have it, Ruby Fuchsite. And I have it in like a little drawer. I have a, it's like the Sterilite. It almost looks like, it's like fake wicker. Wicker, I should say wicker. I'm from New England, so Wicca is how we say it. But it's a fake wicker. It's really plastic. And it has the three drawers and it's skinny, but it fits these little containers, you know, nicely inside. So I have, this is the Ruby Fuchsite container. And the stone is amazing. So hopefully you guys can see it because I know it's kind of dark, but tell me that is not just absolutely beautiful. I just love it. All the different colors and just, I don't know. There's just, you know, when I had seen it online, I something just called to me. I needed to have it, even though I knew nothing about it, but I needed to have it. And then when I got it and held it in my hand, I was telling my husband, the energy of this stone, I feel it. And I mean, you generally feel things when you hold stones. I mean, stones hold a lot of energy, and that's one of the main reasons why you have to cleanse them, because they can hold on to a lot of energy. But this stone had such a positive feeling, and it just was energized. And when I was holding it in my hand when I first got it, it was just a good feeling. So I can't wait to research that and, you know, find out what, you know, it's not even in my book. Fuchsite is in my book, but ruby fuchsite is not in there. So I don't know if it's a relatively new stone or, but here I go, on and on and on and on. So, okay, let's get started with Beryl. Beryl comes in pink, golden, yellow, green, white, and blue. It's prismatic crystals, may be transparent and okay, and this is when it begins. Might have like a pyramid shape. Comes in all sizes. Beryl teaches you how to do only that which you need to do. It is an excellent stone for dealing with a stressful life and shedding unnecessary baggage or bagging. It is also an excellent stone for scrying and is often used for crystal balls. It opens and activates the crown and solar plexus chakras. Psychologically, Beryl enhances courage, relieves stress, and calms the mind. It encourages a positive view. Beryl aids the organs of elimination, strengthens pulmonary and circulatory systems, and increases resistance to toxins and pollutants. It treats the liver, the heart, the stomach, and spine. Also heals concussions. Beryl is a sedative stone. As an elixir, it can be used to treat throat infections. Place appropriately or used for scrying. In addition to the generic attributes, the following colors have additional properties. Golden beryl is a seer stone, and it is used for ritual magic. It aids in scrying and magical workings. This crystal promotes purity of being. It opens the crown and solar plexus chakras. Morganite, or pink beryl, attracts love and maintains it. It encourages loving thoughts and actions, creating space, I have my papers, to enjoy life or living. As a pink stone, it activates and cleanses the heart chakra, calms a stressed life, and benefits the nervous system. Now, usually with pink stones, you'll find pink stones in general, and generally the color pink, pink candles, things like that, usually is associated with love and matters of the heart. So keep that in mind. Most of the time, if you're going to do a love spell or whatever you're going to do, pink is usually the go-to color. Morganite treats stress and stress-related illnesses, oxygenating cells and reorganizing them. It treats TB, asthma, emphysema, heart problems, vertigo, impotence, and lung blockages. And Bixbite, which is red beryl, opens and energizes the base chakras. So, as I said, I do not have beryl on hand as of yet, but I will be getting some in next week. And I can show you, it's actually a pretty decent sized piece of beryl that I got for a pretty good deal. So I will show you, but I do have my book here, which I swear by, I love this book so much. So let me just show you guys here. We have blue, and then we have the yellow right here. So let me see what we have. We have golden beryl polished, and then morganite, which is the pink beryl. And we have those right there. And generally, I'm not sure if I said this before, generally tumbled and polished stones you're going to find are a lot cheaper. And I was so upset last night because I was on eBay and there was a petrified wood crystal ball, essentially. I mean, it's beautiful. I had a stand and everything. It was on eBay and it was auctioned and it was like at $10, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait till the last 30 seconds and bid because it was gorgeous, and I lost. So I was bummed about that, but I ended up finding tumbled petrified wood for a lot cheaper, so it worked out. So I was happy about that because I like to save money and I like to shop. So again, getting off topic as usual. Next we have bloodstone, which is a stone that I do have. So let me show you all some bloodstone, which is also beautiful. I mean, I think they're all beautiful. But let's see if I can. This is bloodstone. It's mainly, as I drop it, it's mainly it is translucent. If you hold it up, it pretty much it's a green quartz, and it's flecked with red or yellow jasper, often a medium-sized tumblestone. So, I mean, I think that they're beautiful. So, which the light kind of, and you can see it there. If you hold it up to the light, they are somewhat translucent. You can see inside the stone. So, and I also have my little container for my bloodstone, and I have it written on top as well. It's a very handy way. It keeps everything organized. I love to have all of my stuff organized because believe me when I tell you that if I don't have some kind of organization going on in my life, forget it. Everything will just be in a box, compacted, and just a mess because such is life. So bloodstone. As its name suggests, bloodstone is an excellent blood cleanser and a powerful healer. It is believed to have mystical and magical properties, controlling the weather and conferring the ability to banish evil and negativity into direct spiritual energies. Psychologically, it encourages selflessness and idealism and aids the recognition that chaos precedes transformation. Mentally, Bloodstone calms the mind, dispels confusion, and enhances the decision-making process. It can revitalize the mind if you are mentally exhausted, which this day and age is just, it's pretty hard to not be mentally exhausted. Even if you don't have children, even if you don't have pets, if you work, just working, trying to maintain and stay above water is mentally exhausting. You add children and pets and spouses and dating or anything else, trying to have a life outside of that, outside of just work. It's like your brain just says, you know what, I'm completely overloaded and I'm just going to collapse on myself at this point. So it's good to keep in mind that Bloodstone does help mental exhaustion. Emotionally, Bloodstone helps in grounding the heart energy. It reduces irritability, aggressiveness, and impatience. Spiritually, Bloodstone assists in bringing spirituality into everyday life, which I will say, for me, I believe wholeheartedly in Wicca. I know it's for me. I know it is my path. It is my religion. And we all at some point, no matter whether you're a Christian, a Catholic, Wiccan, pagan, we all from time to time get into a funk where we're just like, I can't seem to step out of this. And I've been there before where I've had a ritual coming up for, a Sabbath or even an Espit. And I was just like, how am I going to find the energy to do this ritual? And there have been times where I have passed and didn't do the ritual. And even though I felt awful about it, I was just in that funk and I couldn't seem to get out of it. So this is, a good stone to help with that also, because it helps you keep the spirituality and bring it into your everyday life. So even if you do miss your ritual, for whatever reason, you are bringing that spirituality into your everyday life. So it's not just on a Sabbath, an Espit, a spell, a whatever it is, so it's good to keep that in mind as well. This stone is an energy cleanser and immune stimulator for acute infections. It revitalizes and re-energizes when body and mind are exhausted, purifies blood, and detoxifies the liver, intestines, kidneys, spleen, and bladder. Bloodstone benefits blood-rich organs, regulates and supports blood flow, and aids in circulation. It is useful in cases of leukemia as it supports the blood and removes toxins. The ancient Egyptians, which I love, used it to shrink tumors. It cleanses the lower chakras and realigns their energies. Position as appropriate, wear continually for good health, place in a bowl of water besides the bed to ensure peaceful sleep, and as an immune stimulator, tape over the thymus. So that is Beryl and Bloodstone. And I will say, it's to touch on the scrying. A good scrying tool is a scrying mirror. And I wanted to share this tip with everyone because I actually got this idea from a friend who had posted it on Facebook, and I seen it and I said, you know what, I'm going to try that because not everybody can afford, like crystal balls or some expensive scrying tool. So I'm going to share with you what she shared with Facebook, and I happened to see, and I took the idea and I ran with it. If you all have, if you're low on funds, which most of us are, and you have a Dollar Tree or a Family Dollar near you, you go there, you buy the dollar picture frames. It can be a small one, it can be a big one. It don't matter, it's $1, no matter what size you get. So you can get an 8x10, a 5x7, whatever it is. You get black spray paint and get I believe it's the non-gloss. It has to be non-gloss. You get that. You go outside or a safe place to spray paint, and you spray paint one side of the glass. So you take the glass out of the picture frame, and you spray paint it black. You spray paint it one coat of paint. You wait until that dries, and then you spray paint it again. Make sure you have two coats. That way it coats evenly. It's dark and solid. When that's dry, you put it paint face on the inside. So you don't want the paint facing on the outside. You want the paint facing on the inside. You clip that back into the picture frame, and now you have a scrying mirror. So you can use it. It's a black. What you do when you look into and you focus on the black mirror. That's really what it is. So super cheap. I think the spray paint, if you go to Family Dollar, you buy spray paint, it's like $3. Dollar Tree for picture frames $1. And there you have for $4 and change, because tax, you have a scrying mirror. So just a handy tip I figured I'd pass on to everyone, since, it was passed on to me, and I have one, and I love it, and it works beautifully for $4 and change. So this has been my video, and I hope it was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm glad that I'm not dead tired today. It's last video, oh my, I was so tired, like my eyes felt like they were in my chin someplace, like I just couldn't wake up. So I also wanted just to show you real quick before I go, they have different shapes and different sizes of little storage containers. And you can also get these at the Dollar Tree. It's like, I just bought some more because I'm getting a whole bunch of stones coming in the mail soon. It's 10 little containers for $1. You can't beat that. 10 for $1. Was that 10 cents a piece? But they have different shapes. Like this one, I have my citrine in. I'll just give you guys a little peek. I have a couple of citrine stones in here, but it's one of my citrine stones. And they have the round ones. And you saw the square ones. And then we also have, bear with me 1 second. We also have these containers that are a little bit bigger to fit bigger stones, a little bit bigger stones. And then this is my bronzite, which I will show you real quick. This is also a beautiful stone. This is my bronzite. You see it's a little bit bigger, so I have the bigger containers, and I'll show you the size comparison between the two. So, I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but it's big enough that you see that you could fit something a little bit bigger inside. And then for my much larger, I have this box here that I kind of have a few in, but I have my amethyst, I have my selenite, and then I have some quartz crystals. So, as these are much larger than the container. I love quartz, it's so beautiful. So, and selenite is one of those stones that dissolves in water, so never ever put selenite in water. So that is my video, and I hope you found it helpful, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer it, or you can visit me on Facebook on my page. It's Magic Souls with a K at the end of magic, so it's M-A-G-I-C-K, Souls. And I hope you all have a great night, and until next time, bye guys!